I just got home from the food store and I didn't have time to process how much money I spent. So let's break it down. I went to Target and I spent $137. Then I went to ShopRite and spent $551, totaling $688. We are a family of 3, me, my husband, and my almost 2-year-old. All the things that I got, most of it was like, household products, face wash, things like that. Things that were like buy 3 for whatever, like cheaper, blah, blah, blah. I also got other stuff too, fruits, vegetables, meat, bread, eggs, cheese, like stuff like that. Things that like we go through every single day. I come home, I show my husband everything I bought. He's like, whoa, this is very overwhelming. How much money did you spend? I tell him, and he was like, needless to say, he left, went for a bike ride so he can, just take his mind off how much money that I just spent at the food store. It's fucking tough out here, man.
$17.33. That's how much I paid today for this coffee. I'm here and I'm just adding some numbers together and doing my budget because you know what? Today I asked my husband, where's the money? We're making the best we've ever made. Both earners, both incomes, good incomes and everything. And we don't have money. We're living paycheck to paycheck basically. So I put the numbers together and I decided to look at my budget. On June the 2nd, 2023, and I'm going to try to insert somewhere here the photo I took a shot of, how much I paid for it. On June the 2nd, 2023, the same exact coffee was $9.92. It's almost doubled in 2 years. Of course, my salary hasn't doubled. My income has not doubled. It went up a little bit, but certainly nowhere near that. And I don't know where my money goes. Every month, I'm struggling. $17.33. That's how much I paid today for this coffee. I'm here and I'm just adding some numbers together and doing my budget because you know what? Today I asked my husband, where's the money? We're making the best we've ever made. Both earners, both incomes, good incomes and everything. And we don't have money. We're living paycheck to paycheck basically. So I put the numbers together and I decided to look at my budget. On June the 2nd, 2023, and I'm going to try to insert somewhere here the photo I took a shot of, how much I paid for it. On June the 2nd, 2023, the same exact coffee was $9.92. It's almost doubled in 2 years. Of course, my salary hasn't doubled. My income has not doubled. It went up a little bit, but certainly nowhere near that. And I don't know where my money goes. Every month, I'm struggling.
Y'all, the other day, me and my homie were talking about inflation, and we both admitted we can't keep up no more. This shit is hitting harder than a police officer that just came home to his wife. And there's some areas that were hit so hard that I don't even shop there no more. But I'm gonna need y'all to peep game and lock in. The first is anything hair or beauty related. Back when I was in Minnesota, it cost me $20 to get a haircut. My freshman year of college, I moved out to Illinois. About 40 minutes from Chicago, my barber was charging $40. And that was back in 2020. Now he's charging $55. This is the last time I got a haircut, May 2022. I don't even look real, I look like a stunt double. And if y'all think barbers are crazy, go see how much these hairstylists are charging. I called a lady in Chicago for cornrows. She told me it'd be $120 and I had to come with my hair wash and blow dry. Then what the fuck are you doing? Are you an escort? Are we fucking? $120 for me to do half the job? Don't piss me off. And don't even get me started on food prices, bro. I spent $7 on peanut butter yesterday. And it was fucking Skippy, the cheap shit. And shout out Keith Lee for exposing a lot of these restaurants. They raised their prices and then started treating us like shit.
I cannot be the only one that hates going to the grocery store on days where you have to buy household supplies. I swear if this was just groceries, my bill would have been literally $80 cheaper. Because I needed more bags, I needed duster refills, and I buy them like Walmart brand, and I needed paper towels and toilet paper. Tell me why my bill was $160. I didn't even get that much food. Okay, I did buy this really good smelling candle. It smells really good. But other than that, I literally only have, take out the 2 boxes of mac and cheese in there. I have, this is it. How did this cost $160? How? I don't get it. I don't get it. So if y'all could be really kind and watch this video all the way through and do all the things like share, follow, repost, whatever the heck you call it on this app, and help me pay for these groceries, I'll go watch some of your videos, because I swear, like, groceries should not cost this much, especially when you're buying non-name brand things. I swear the only thing I bought, nope, that's not name brand. These are technically Walmart's brand. These are cheaper than the Walmart brand. Not name brand. Not name brand. Not name brand. Not name brand. They were out of the Walmart brand, so I had to buy this name brand. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
How is this $150? $150, and the only meat is the bacon.
So y'all, I'm at my favorite grocery store, and I just want to show y'all the prices on some of this stuff. Hold up. This is really great tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce, and it's $11.99. Wow. This is the signature select roasted onion and garlic pasta sauce, and it's $2.49, and I think I'm gonna try this one. Parmesan cheese, $8.99. This is $8.99. OMG, when did this cheese become $12? Look at that. $13. I remember when these were like $1.50.
$6.15 for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell? Is this what you voted for? The highest fucking food cost I've ever seen in my entire life? $9 for some damn pizza sauce. $10 for a small pack of Starbucks coffee. Oh my god. Got a dang sweet treat for the dog. $20. Sweet treat for the dog. Sorry. $20. I guess you're gonna have to just find me fucking stinking. Cause look at that. Clearance. $8.39. I'm telling you right now. We're going to be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this administration is over. The same administration that told us that on day one energy prices would come down, that the war in the Ukraine would be over, that the price of gas and food and it's all going to be a miracle. And if you go on their Instagram page right now, they're telling you it is a miracle. Only we can see. Our wallets know.
You ever notice that living in 2025 feels like we're all in a bad reality show called Survivor Grocery Store Edition? Like the producers keep raising the difficulty level just to see who taps out first. People used to say, don't cry over spilt milk. Now we're crying over the price of milk. $4 a gallon? Bro, I used to get that for less than a scratch-off ticket. Now it's either calcium or the Powerball. Pick one. And don't even get me started on fast food. Remember when the dollar menu was $1? Now the value meal costs as much as a Netflix subscription. Chick-fil-A charging $10 for a sandwich and then hitting you with a tomato surcharge? At that point, just open a farmer's market, my guy.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
$17.49 for one can of coffee in America. This used to be $11.99 a month and a half ago. Yeah. Are we gonna go uncaffeinated in America? Because of what the fuck? What the fuck? $17.49 for one.
Okay, what the fuck is going on with food right now? This is literally 93.7. It's all organic or whatever, all grass-fed for $10.49 fucking pound. That's ridiculous. Even down here for $85.15, it's more. It's $11.50. You know that's organic or whatever. But still, you have 96.4 for $8 a fucking pound. What the fuck's going on?
What is this? Do you see that price? Do you see this? I didn't get the good burger. I got the cheap crap, and it's still that. How can we eat when these are crappy meat prices? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
So, out grocery shopping at Kroger's, and I want y'all to look at this. Look at this. $23 for 2 pounds of lunch meat. $23. How the hell are we supposed to feed our kids on this crap? Overlook it, they're on sale. Don't be thinking I'm a chip hoarder, because I'm not. I'm getting the deal. I'm a couponer. But $23 for some ham.
Went to Sam's Club for 4 items, and they tell you the prices are going through the roof. Let me show you. 4 items, $100. I got some Chips Ahoy, you know, the baked kind, right? That's one. Got the crusted flour pizza, cheese pizza. You know, we all about that healthy, but 360 calories. That's 2. Carrot cake, all right, that's 3. And a pack of steaks. 4 items, $101. That is ridiculous. 4 items? That tells you where we're at, right? Usually for $100, you'll get more than 4 things. But no, not nowadays. And you know, there's no discounts or anything for these particular items at Sam's Club. But if like I said, man, the rate that we're going right now, next week, these 4 items will likely be $120. I'm serious. I'm not joking.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the high schoolers are out of school. The college kids are back. So if you're at the grocery store, they put them on the late shift and they be on their phones. Get what I'm saying? They be on their phones at the self-checkout.
Y'all, this is an emergency. There's no goddamn fruit in the grocery store. I repeat, we are running out of fruit. We are running out of vegetables. I saw it with my own eyeballs. Let me rewind this back for y'all, because it is not good, friends. That's normally like all the way stacked up. This would normally be like overflowing. This would be completely stuffed. This should be like overflowing with strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. It's so crazy. There's nothing here. This is just sad. Like, I'm really sad. I don't know what the fuck people think is gonna happen. There's juices. There's usually like an abundance of apples just everywhere, and melon. These 4 huge bins are usually overflowing with watermelon. Yeah.
Shrinkflation is the real villain here. You open a bag of chips and it's basically a balloon full of disappointment. Yogurt cups half empty, detergent bottles slimming down like they're on Weight Watchers, and bread so thin you could use it as tracing paper. At this rate, Oreos are going to come with 1 cookie per pack and a note that says, "Be grateful." And don't let anyone hit you with the "just get a side hustle" speech. Like, sir, I don't have time to become an Uber driver, Etsy seller, and part-time llama farmer just so I can afford gas.
You can see behind me, gas is $3.69. Yesterday it was $3.39, so it's up 30 cents already. But this just in, they've had a vote in Iran, and they're talking about closing the Strait of Hormuz. Now, if that happens, this will not say $3.69 anymore. It'll say something more like $6 or $7. Yeah, so I'm doing this right now to show you what gas prices are right now, a day after the United States attacked Iran. And now Iran is already talking about closing down the strait, where 25% of the world's oil goes back and forth. And we'll see in a few days if they decide to do just that. We'll see if this says $3.69 for very long. My guess is it'll say $5 or $6 within a week. We'll be here in another week. We'll come right to this spot and see what's going on. If they do close the strait, folks, get ready for really, really expensive gas prices all across the country. Let me know what you think. Like and follow for more.
I don't know about anybody else, but for 2025, I'm locking in on my apartment, okay? I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying home. I'm tired of paying these high prices rent. I'm over it. I'm locking in my place. That's it. I will make a gym in a little corner somewhere. I will read. I will watch me 1,000 movies before I continue to go outside. There's nothing outside for me. I'm tired of paying rent. I'm over it. Then they got the nerve to go up 4% every year. Like how? Why?
Grocery haul, Kroger's, total of $2.86. My son on sale for like $2.99 or applesauce, cinnamon, and regular. Big old hamburger meat was on sale for I think like $8.99. It's regular like $12. Bacon, I don't do for $3.99. Ops, $5. I got pickles. My favorite pickles, $2.99. Green beans and potatoes. These taste so good. You don't gotta put no seasoning in them. For 81 cents. It was on sale for $1.99. My son needs, and these are mine. I got 2 of these and they were on sale for I think $5.99 or $6.99. Here's a chicken that I got for $5. Sausage links. These were only like $1.79 a piece. And cheese curds. On sale for $3.99. Red Baron pizza. I think 3. Pickles for $2.99. My granddaughter some Lunchables. They were 4 for $5. $6.99 for this big thing of lunch meat. Already 4. Sausage links. Little freezing sour cream and some cottage cheese. Green beans. I'm gonna make this green beans, put the meat in there and cut up the potatoes. And I can take to work to eat these Triscuit. Smoked for $2.99 or $3.99. They were on sale $1.99. And for me to take to work too, these are on sale for $3.99. Meatballs. I like the 4 of them for $5. Also, you can tell sausage and breakfast. I got biscuit for $99 I think a piece. These are good. 2 for $4. $99 too. I don't really eat them. My son and my granddaughter does. Burger Helper. It was $49 or $1. Chicken noodle soup, tomato soup. So I can make 2 for $4. I had to get me some coffee, tomato paste, and some kidney beans. This is what we eat, okay? And I got this a little over $1, and this was $1.50 or $1.90 on sale for $1.99. This was on sale for $5.99. You see, eats the whole fucking pack. So on sale today for $6.99 for my son. Some chips. You need some of these. They were. She left another pack of these too. Some fruit, some blackberries, mint, strawberries. Cantaloupe, Kroger crackers. They were on sale for $1.99. Regular cheese for 2 for $3. On sale, I think $4.99. Next, these ice cream sandwiches. These were on sale for $2.99. Grilled cheese. These were on $2.99. It's a fruit cocktail and light syrup. And I eat these with some cottage cheese. And I got 2 of these. I got the maple one, sugar. And these were 2 for $4. These were on sale 2 for $4. This was $2.99. I had to get eggs. You know, they were on sale $2.99 for these. On sale today. My apples, these were on sale today. $9.99 or $3.99. Got onions. This rice is the best fucking Mexican rice. Then I got some more spaghetti. The water. Tell me, what was your favorite food?
If you live in California like myself, you should be prepared to pay up to $8 per gallon of gas starting with 2026, and I am completely outraged because of it. Phillips 66 and Valero are closing 2 refineries by the end of 2025 and beginning of 2026 in California, and here is why. Why are they closing? Because of California tight regulations, aggressive environmental policies, and also very high costs associated with doing business in California. Now, these refineries count for 20% of our oil usage in California, so it's not a small amount, it's actually pretty significant. Now, the main problem is California does not have the infrastructure to replace that supply, so that means we have to bring it from somewhere else, which is higher prices for transportation and much more. Now, a lot of Californians they know are already switching or switched to electric vehicles just to be able to afford going to work and back. But what if you cannot afford to buy a brand new car? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts about this.
Hey, what's up, America? Guess what? Gas prices, they're about to go through the fucking roof. That's right. Hope you like the reintroduction of $4 and $5 and $6 a gallon gas, because bitch, it's on the way. With this bullshit going on with Iran and Israel, oil prices have flown through the fucking roof. And now they're saying, well, gas prices are going to be following by going super high. No fucking shit, you think? I think it's funny how oil prices fly as high as they possibly can, even though the United States is not getting oil from Iran? You know that, right? You know we're not receiving oil from Iran. There's not boats full of oil coming to the United States that we're refining into gasoline. So somehow Israel blows up Iran and our oil prices that are coming from a country that we don't fucking do trade with goes up and we're going to be paying higher gas prices. How the fuck does that work exactly? I can understand coming after our refineries or if something happened to Saudi Arabia, but this is Iran. We don't really trade with them, specifically in oil. So this should have absolutely no effect whatsoever on our gas prices. But I guarantee the fuck it will have effects on our gas prices. But why? Why the fuck would that happen when we're not trading oil with them?
So does anybody else feel like eating out isn't worth it anymore? I literally just went to Chick-fil-A and spent $50 on food for 3 people. And then about a month ago, I had a buddy of mine who was in California visiting, and we went out to dinner at a Chinese restaurant, and we spent $85, $90, including tip. And here's the crazy thing. We only ordered 3 plates of food and 2 bowls of rice. That's it. And it cost $85. I rarely eat out, number one, because it's expensive, and then number two, and more importantly, it's very unhealthy, but I cannot believe how expensive it is to eat at a restaurant these days. Even when I was growing up, and I'm 32 by the way, you could go to McDonald's and get a large Big Mac meal for $8. Nowadays, even if you go to a fast food restaurant, I swear everything costs per person at least $12, $13, if not more. I always look at the inflation numbers that the Federal Reserve releases every month, and they keep saying inflation is down. But I keep looking at my food bill, and it keeps going up. And it's not even eating outside at restaurants too. My grocery bill is up significantly. I am spending over $2,000 on groceries every month. Comment below and let me know if you guys are experiencing the same things, because I am absolutely flabbergasted I spent this much money at a fast food restaurant today.
Rent due tomorrow. How much is y'all rent? In 2025, how much are you paying for rent? Everybody already knows that I went viral last year off my rent being $900. But if I was to, let's just say, give back and do a thing and pay somebody's rent, how much is y'all rent? Hands down, even though I think a lot of people are paying a crap ton of money on car insurance and car notes, I still think rent and mortgages are taking it when it comes to the greatest expense that people are paying. It's gotta.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm over these prices on everything. I just left from Walmart. I spent almost $200 on nothing. On nothing at all. Nothing at all. You know, I ain't broke. I don't mind spending it. I don't mind spending it at all. Sometimes you be like, okay, I'm gonna spend some money for sure. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. And it's not a long receipt. I don't think I got that much for almost $180 worth of shit. There's no way. There's no way. I kept looking at the receipt, looking at my shit, looking at the receipt, looking at my shit. They had to give me. They had to give me. I calculated everything on this receipt. Like, there's no way. The receipt is right. The receipt is right. Wow. I feel like I didn't get shit. So I don't feel like it was worth $180. And that's disappointing. Like, if I would have got some big shit, like something on this list over $15, I'm like, okay. But I didn't spend over $15 on one item. I'm stressed.
How in the Sam hell does $1.99, $5.69, and $8.29 equal up to $300? There's no way that I have $300 in food in the back of my car. I just literally spent $8.69 on 18 eggs. I just spent $4 something on a half a gallon of milk. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some fucking chickens. I'm going to make my own fucking eggs. I'm going to buy a cow and I'm going to milk that bitch because I am not paying these prices. Who the fuck does that? Oh my God. Yeah. Buy some chickens. Buy a cow. Plant some vegetables. Do something. Because this shit's crazy. Holy shit.
The wildest part, people making $75K are still broke. They used to be a flex. Now it's like, congrats, you can afford rent, beans, and maybe 2 Frosties a month if you don't get sick. So here's the plot twist. It's not us. We're not bad with money. We're not lazy. We're just existing in an economy where a McDonald's hash brown costs more than a whole sack of potatoes. If that doesn't scream simulation glitch, I don't know what does. Moral of the story, hug your Arizona iced key can. 99 cents and still holding strong. That's the last soldier left in this inflation apocalypse.
Can somebody tell me why these chicken wings $30.80 for 10 of them? I might as well go to a restaurant and purchase them already cooked and clean and everything. I thought he said he was going to reduce grocery prices. The lies they tell.
To get gas, everyone. With so much going on in the world, they are expecting for gas prices to soar.
This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore, because you can't even get, this is less than 2 pounds of ground beef and it's $16. Are you kidding me? I guess we're not eating meat, people. This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. 1 can of tuna, basically $5. This is why I can't shop at Publix anymore. It's $7. It says large size, but it's not. It literally is the old small box size.
This is fucking crazy. Before I leave Publix, I gotta show y'all these prices. This is for a case of sodas. This used to be $3 to $4. This is $9.29 for a case of sodas. Look at this, for a case of root beer, it's $11.49. A carton of eggs is $11.39. Come on with these prices, bro. For a bag of barbecue Lay's, $4.99. It's $5 for a bag of chips. It used to be $2. This is insane. This is $10 for a case of Gatorade. And they had the nerve to put buy 2, get 1 free. You're paying $20 for 2 cases of Gatorade, man. That's insane. These used to be $4. And they're doing buy 2, get 1 free, making people think that they're getting a deal. It's crazy, man. What happened to our country in just 4 years? What happened? Just 4 years ago, all of these were $1. Now we're at $3.59. I don't know what Joe Biden has done to our country and Congress in the last 4 years, but we need a clean sweep. We need to redo our Congress, our Senate, our House of Representatives, because these people aren't favoring the people in our country. They're looking out for themselves. They're investing in stocks that favor their stocks. They're fattening the pockets of themselves and their own families. They don't care about the people. So come November, let's make this right.
For a fucking 30-pack. Get fucked. $8 for a Nutri-Grain. Go fuck yourself. $11.50 for sausages. Motherfucker. $7.50 for a few slices of fucking bread.
If you're a renter in Quebec, well, get ready because your rent is about to climb further in 2025. So how much is Quebec expecting you to pay if you rent? Prices are going to go up, and they're going to go up by 5.9%. That's the biggest single-year rent hike in the last 30 years. So just to put this in perspective, right? If a tenant is paying $1,000 per month, that means over the course of a year, that's an additional $708. This is not good news for anybody renting. I'm going to break it down to you for you even further. Tenants living in homes where heat is not included in the rent, they could see their rent increase 5.9%. If your heat is included in the rent, then for homes with electric heating, 5.5. For natural gas, 5. 4.1 for heating oil.
This is the hard thing. We all want to work harder and make more money, and then we do, and then everything else goes up, and we're back to where we started.
Exactly. So other people are going to either have to share their living spaces with family members or maybe get a second job, but this is not good news, not at this time.